Hello, Tai Chiers. My name, as always, is Matt Holker, and I am joining you from beautiful Maryville, Tennessee. I work with Tai Chi master Richard Clear, and together we help Tai Chi teachers and students all over the world to rapidly build internal power for self-defense and health. And today I want to talk a little bit more about how we do that, and specifically how we do that and why we do that using the internal push hands method. There was a post that went up earlier today that sort of reminded me of this, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But before I get into it, before I forget, if you are into this stuff, if you like internal power as much as we do, check out taichimadeclear.com and you'll love what you're going to find there. So back to what I was saying, the post went up earlier today that Tai Chi is not about being better than anyone else, it's about being better than you were yesterday, or something to that effect. And I've heard this saying before, and there's a lot of things that applies to and should apply to, and Tai Chi is certainly one of them. But the question that then comes up is, why do you guys in Clear Tai Chi spend so much time and emphasis on the push hands method that you use? And the answer to that is our push hands method is really genuinely an internal push hands method, and so we are not focused on the competition. We're focused on learning. And if you lose a round of the game, but you learned something about how you got caught or how the force was brought that you couldn't figure out before or something, if you learn from your loss, if you invest in that loss, as the famous Tai Chi saying goes, then you won. You won. You maybe lost the battle, but you won the war. And our emphasis in our internal push hands method is on that. It's on learning. And we mostly are playing it in a cooperation with each other for the purpose of we're both trying to learn, and we know that. That is our main goal for the internal push hands method. It's a completely different kind of game than the tournament method. It's not just a different rule set. It's a completely different kind of game. It's a completely different kind of position, a completely different kind of stance, with different ways that it can be modified, but where the whole thinking about it is completely different. You're not trying to shove the other person out. You're not even trying to win like that. You're trying to learn more and to build more internal skill, real internal skill. And so because it is not a competition with the other person, it actually is much more in keeping with that principle of Tai Chi than a lot of other push hands games are. It really is about being better than you were the day, yesterday. It really is about being better than you were yesterday. It is not about being better than the person you're pushing with right now. And if they're wiping the floor with you, but you are learning every step of the way, and you are figuring out how to be better and how to have better posture and better structure and more useful relaxation and whatever else you can glean from the situation. If you are learning from the experience, even if you're losing the game, you're winning in our book, because you're making yourself better than you were yesterday. That's who you're really in competition with. That's the overriding philosophy that you kind of should be abiding by if you're really doing Tai Chi. It really should be more about that than being better than anybody else. And yes, if you want to use these skills for self-defense, then you'll want to have that really going on. But chances are you don't need to be, I won't even go there. You want to get the self-defense skills as good as you possibly can if you're going to use it for real. But for our training purposes, the way that you should really be going about doing that is not being worried about whether you're the best in your club or the best that is in the room at any given moment. It's being the best that you have ever been. That's what really counts. And doing that every day for as long as you possibly can, to live the longest and healthiest life that you possibly can and the fullest life you possibly can, so that every single day you're improving your Tai Chi skill. All the old masters, all the ones who make it into their 80s and their 90s and are still young and spry and healthy for doing it, that's how they're doing it. They're constantly competing with their former selves. And there will come a time when we, for all of us probably, most likely, where we will, pass on from this world. But until that day happens, if you want to be the youngest and healthiest and spryest that you can be, no matter how old you are, have that attitude. Be better than you can be. Be better than you were the day before, and always strive for that and make that your kind of primary focus, and you'll get there. And by the way, if I haven't made this perfectly clear already, please head to taichimadeclear.com if you like any of this stuff. You'll really love what you find there. My personal experience with this is that when I was doing Tai Chi, when I thought of it as like a break, when I had just a stressful job and I was kind of going out on my breaks and doing Tai Chi to try to relax and regroup and center myself before going back into the office, when that was all I was really doing with the Tai Chi, I wasn't really competing with anyone, but not even my former self, but I wasn't really improving my skill any either. I was just using it for what I could use it for, and that was it, and that was all. When I really got serious about the Tai Chi and the internal power of Tai Chi, when I first started doing that, I really thought of it more as a competition with the guys in the school, and I was losing a lot, and it was really frustrating. And for the first couple of weeks before it was kind of explained to me what the game was for and what I was supposed to be doing with it, before that happened, I was pretty frustrated and I wasn't really getting anywhere, and I could have very easily gone to shoving or doing other things that are not internal, that wouldn't build internal skill. And fortunately, pretty early on in that process, somebody explained to me that no, it's not about winning this round. It's not about winning this game. It's about learning how to receive that kind of force and neutralize it and ground it out, or let it move around you or miss you somehow by moving very subtly and internally, and how to deliver force with a lot of strength and integrity, but without a lot of effort. That's what the game is for. It's for teaching you that. And even if you lose a round, if you're learning better how to do that, and you're better at it today than you were the day before, then you're winning. That's the point of the game. And when somebody finally explained that to me, and I really, really got it, I actually finally started making progress. And so, and actually really quickly too, because this method, the internal push hands method, is specifically designed to build internal skill very, very quickly. It's what we specialize in. It's what I say at the beginning of every single one of these videos. It is literally exactly what we do, and the internal push hands method is the single best thing that that we have for that, for long-term development and for the most rapid development of internal skill. The internal push hands method is the best thing we've got for that. And so for a bunch more on the internal push hands method, go to taichimadeclear.com. There's a bunch of instruction there on that, on the internal push hands method. That's very practical, very hands-on, and if you found any of this helpful, you're gonna love what you find there. I'm getting asked now about something on iron palm. Thank you, Daniel. I will do what I can on that. Obviously, the iron palm set, we have that available on DVD, but that's like close to 5 hours of instruction, so I can't do like a Facebook Live that really explains that, but I can maybe touch on it a little bit. I will do my best to work that in. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you found this useful. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, don't forget to head to taichimadeclear.com. That's where you're really going to find the gems. So thanks again, and head to taichimadeclear.com. More next time.